Barter Trade Problems. Hello and welcome to our video on the problems of barter trade. In this video, we will be discussing the meaning of barter trade. Share examples of barter trade in the past, the problems faced, and how people eventually used money. So, let's get started. Barter trade is a method of exchange where goods or services are directly exchanged for other goods or services without the use of money. This means that people would trade one good or service for another, rather than buy or sell goods for money. Barter trade has been used since ancient times. One example of barter trade is the exchange of goods between nomadic tribes. These tribes would trade goods such as animals, clothing, and food with each other to meet their needs. Another example of barter trade is the exchange of goods between different regions. For instance, spices from the East were exchanged for goods from Europe. While barter trade worked well for some people, it also had its problems. The first limitation would be the lack of the double coincidence of wants. For example, let's say you wanted to trade your loaf of bread for a jacket. You would first need to find someone who had a jacket. Secondly, that person must be willing to trade their jacket for your bread. As such, a lot of time was spent trying to find someone with whom your wants coincided with. In the end, you may end up not even finding someone who would be willing to trade with you. Secondly, there was a lack of a standard unit of account. The value of goods are subjective, making it challenging to determine a fair trade. Do you trade 2 cows for 10 seashells? Or 2 cows for 5 seashells? Due to our own personal biasness, you would definitely place a higher value on your own good, as compared to the good of the person you are trading with. Thirdly, there was the problem of being unable to divide the goods up. It is not easy to divide a cow into 4 equal parts. But what if the person you were trading with did not want a whole cow? Or what if the other party only had a good to trade that was worth half a cow? Fourthly, barter trade made it difficult for people to store their wealth. Most goods depreciate with time. What you receive today might not have the same value in a month's time. You might receive a highly prized cow today, but if it falls sick tomorrow, the value of your cow drops tremendously. If you decide to trade your cow for a bag of seashells, and if the shells break on the way home, you would have lost all the value of what you paid for the seashells. To overcome these challenges, people eventually started using money. Money has a universally accepted value. It is also divisible and durable, and thus played a crucial role in the evolution of trade and commerce. The use of money helped to create a more efficient trading system, and that is why we still use this system today. Let's recap the 4 main problems of barter trade. They are 1. The lack of a double coincidence of wants. 2. The lack of a standard unit of account. 3. The problem of not being able to divide the goods up. And 4. The inability of people to store their wealth. Thank you for watching this video. For a lesson plan and worksheets that tie in with this video, please check out my store in the link below.